My name is Justin. I am a junior coming up here on campus, and I am a biology major, so I will be doing part of the charter preview presentation today.
And my name is Emily. I am a senior physics major here at UAH.
All right, so I do just want to say good morning and welcome to our virtual charter preview session.
We're going to start with this information session. It's just going to provide some general information about the university as well as our application process.
Then we'll have a live student panel where our director, Peggy Masters, will be asking current students about their UAH experience.
Also, once we completed the live portion of today, our charter preview, please view our admissions website, which is just uah.edu/admissions/events, where you can find our virtual campus tour, college resource information, and more videos about our academic colleges that you can view at your own pace. So now let's get started. There we go.
All right, so on this slide, we see a bunch of information and we will be covering almost all of it today. I do like to point out just my favorite fact on the slide, and that's gonna be in the top corner. We're #1 in Alabama for early career pay with a starting salary of $56.2 thousand.
And then my favorite fact is that we have 17 on-campus research centers. So there's a lot of opportunities for students to get involved in undergraduate research in their time here at UAH. All right, so now we're going to start off with just a little bit about UAH. So we were originally founded back in 1950 as a part of the University of Alabama. However, in 1969, we did become our own independent university, so we are no longer associated with them. We sit on about 500 acres of land here at UAH, so it's not too big, not too small, and it usually takes about 20 minutes to walk from one end of campus to the other. We also have approximately 9,988 total students enrolled here on campus, with 80% of that being our undergraduate population. Like Justin mentioned earlier, we are #1 for early career pay for the state of Alabama, with an average starting salary of about $57,000, with those going into engineering and medical professions even pulling higher starting salaries than that. We are also ranked #1 for return on investment among Alabama schools. So basically what that means is that all the money that you invest into your education here at UAH, you get returned back to you upon the start of your career. We also have 17 NCAA sports programs here, 16 of which are going to be considered Division II, but we are home to the only men's ice hockey team in the Southeast Division I team.
All right, so we do have 7 academic colleges with over 100 areas of study to choose from. As you can see, we have our arts, humanities, and social sciences with majors like graphic design, psychology, and communication. We also have business, education, engineering, nursing, science, and honors. And even with these different colleges, all of them have availability for undergraduate research and travel abroad opportunities.
So like I mentioned earlier, we are a top research university, so there are plenty of ways for students to get involved in undergraduate research if that's something you're interested in doing. We are ranked #11 in NASA-funded research expenditures. And like I mentioned earlier, we have 17 high-tech research centers and labs here on campus. We also annually spend about $109 million in research and expenditures every year. We are also an anchor tenant for Cummings Research Park, which is the 2nd largest research park in the United States and 4th largest in the world. So students have opportunities to either participate in undergraduate research here on campus or go literally right across the street to get an internship or co-op. These are some facts that our students like about UAH. Our average class size is only about 35 students, which makes that transition from high school to college just that much easier and that much more low stress. We also have a student to faculty ratio of 18:1, which allows for students to make one-on-one connections with professors, which again can lead to further research opportunities, as well as you're not as scared and timid to go ask for help when you need it. And like I mentioned, we are located right across the street from Cummings Research Park and offers a lot of co-op and internship opportunities with places like Boeing, Mercedes, NASA, and Disney. And these lead to further career opportunities for our students. And then if you're looking for ways to get involved here on campus, we have over 185 different student-run organizations. Anything from something on the more academic side, like our Space Hardware Club that has designed and launched payload into space, to something along more the fun side of things, like our Pinecone Collecting Club.
All right, so I have lived on campus for my entire time as a student at UAH, and it's one of my favorite things about living here. So we have 6 residence halls on campus, and each one has a suite style setup. So as you can tell by the floor plan, this means you have a bedroom to yourself, a bathroom you share with one other person, and then a kitchenette that's going to have a refrigerator, a microwave, and a sink. Further, each room also has internet and Ethernet connections. For those of us that like to cook at an oven, there's at least one kitchen in each building, as well as laundry facilities. So this is going to be required for freshmen outside of a 30-mile radius. Just some of the amenities for the main building. We have a 24/7 security desk to ensure the safety of all residents. So they're mostly just going to be checking sure that you are supposed to be in this building with guests and that kind of thing. We also have professional staff inside of each hall. So we have resident assistants, 2 per floor. We also have a resident director that lives in each one of the buildings. It's also very convenient for our residence halls because all of them are near food options. So if you look in the background, this is Charter Village Original and Edition. Our Charter Village food court is right beside it, and that has things like Chick-fil-A, while across campus we have Dunkin' Donuts, Main Bowl, World of Wings. So a lot of different good places to eat on campus.
All right, so moving on, we're going to go over our admissions requirements. So for first-time freshmen, what we're going to look for a competitive applicant, meaning that you just have a good chance of getting in, is that you have a 2.9 cumulative GPA, and then a 20 ACT or a 970 SAT. And then these are just some facts about our fall 2019 class. Their average entering GPA was a 3.91, and then their average ACT score was a 28. And for transfer students, what we're going to look for is at least 24 transferable credit hours with a cumulative 2.0 GPA across those hours. And then for the admissions process, it's fairly simple. The first thing that you need to do for both transfer students and new first-time students is you just go to uah.edu/apply and you start a new application. You pay the $30 application fee, and then for our first-time students, we're going to need an official high school transcript as well as your test scores. And then for our transfer students, we just need any official transcripts from any previous college or university that you've attended.
All right, so when it comes to financial aid, we have a couple different things that we use here on campus. So we have our merit scholarships, we'll explain in just a second. We also have federal aid, and then there's a couple different kinds of like VA benefits, grants, outside scholarships, and private loans for your consideration, but we'll mostly be talking about the top 2 today. Okay, so when it comes to freshman tuition scholarships, you can of course find the most up-to-date information online at uah.edu/scholarships. This is going to be based upon test scores, high school GPA through the end of junior year, and residency. You're automatically considered for merit tuition, so it's not something you have to apply for. And then the percentages represent the tuition amount awarded for a first-time freshman. And then our scholarship grid is reviewed each year and may change in the future. So what's currently on our website may not be one that you'll see if you're currently a sophomore in high school. But again, keep an eye on our website and it'll be updated as soon as we have more information to provide. Okay, so federal aid. This is when the FAFSA becomes important. So if you haven't heard of it yet, that is the free application for federal student aid. It's really important to complete, and you can do that online. You can just do fafsa.ed.gov. This is going to be based on income, family size, number of children in college, and a lot of other contributing factors. This is when you're going to figure out if you're going to be making loans or grants. And the FAFSA is just a really important thing to file for federal aid, but also for a lot of different things that go on inside of college. So I really recommend doing that when it gets closer to your time to apply to go to UAH.
All right, so what now? So we're going to go ahead and wrap up this information session. You guys can go ahead and start applying your senior year at, again, uah.edu/apply. The application opens sometime in August, either the beginning or the middle.
Okay, and then for those of us that said they hadn't visited campus yet, or they had, make sure to check our website for the most up-to-date information on visiting campus, and that website is uah.edu/visit, and we'll be putting information there as soon as we have plans for what our fall is going to look like for tours.
And then you can also check out more upcoming events for our fall semester if you just visit uah.edu/admissions/events.
Okay, and then my favorite thing to do is be on social media. So of course we have social media pages for all of them. It's going to be UAH admissions for pretty much everything, and then UAH_ admissions for Instagram.
And then you can also contact our Office of Admissions if you have any further questions to speak with either an admissions counselor or representative today.